The other thing we can do while we've got some time together is to spend some time practicing. So let's do that. Hi, I'm Bryan from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another video in the Trumpet Quarren Tips series. While we're all staying at home in April 2020, I'm spending some time with you a few times a week, offering some trumpet tips, and in this video, I'm going to be playing all the way through an entire exercise, so we can potentially practice it together. For this video, I've decided to do one of my favourite tonguing drills, which is the 4-bar exercise. This is a static tonguing drill. And the way it works is to take a rhythmic pattern and repeat it for a series of pitches. For this particular one, the rhythmic pattern I'm going to use is, if I'm in 4/4 time, 1 bar of 8th note triplets, 1 bar of 16th notes, a 1 bar hold, followed by 1 bar's rest. 4 bars in total. Okay, this is a 3-part exercise. The first part begins on low C and we move chromatically down to low F sharp. I'm going to set my metronome to 92 beats a minute, so it's not too fast. That's a little slower than I usually do this. And I'll notate this on screen as we go through so you can see what it is I'm playing. But basically, for each part and for each set of pitches, once I start the metronome and start playing, the goal is to play through in time. And as an added bonus, but this is optional, for this first section, since it's shorter, I'm actually going to play this long setting. So I'm going to leave the mouthpiece in place on my chops during the bar's rest, and I'm going to breathe through my nose. Okay, here comes the metronome, and join in, play along with me. Okay, there's the first part. How are we getting on so far? The reason I like exercises like this is not just to work on my tonguing, but also because these kind of long form static tonguing exercises are really great for building the support muscles in your corners, giving the embouchure legs, as Dr. Reinhardt used to say. So this is a great way to build strength. Now, like I say, the long setting for this is optional, particularly as we come into this second part, which is going to be a little bit more extensive. But try it out. See if you'd like to do a few lines at a time, something like that, long setting, before you take a break. Like I say, this second part of the exercise is more extensive. We're going to begin again at low C, and this time I'm going to go up chromatically. And I'm actually going to keep going. Take this and work the rhythmic pattern all the way up, hopefully, to high C. So this is going to be 2 octaves of the exercise. Hang in for as long as you can. Be vaguely amused by how red in the face I'm probably going to go playing it. And I'll see you at the other end. Here comes the metronome, still at 92 beats a minute. Goodness, right, we made it. So, I made it almost all the way through those 2 octaves in a long setting. I did have to finally reset after the high B. Didn't quite get there, but that's okay. Now, I was determined to get through this basically in one setting and get everything right. I did have to make one small edit, which you'll probably spot as I fracked a note on the G sharps, I think it was, at the top of the staff. So I just started that bar over. But otherwise everything else went through in one take. Now, that's kind of a long form exercise. Like I say, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm not entirely happy with how all those articulations were. Got a little uneven in spots, both tempo-wise and timbre-wise. But this is as much a strength-building exercise as it is an articulation exercise. I can go back and address those things and try to make things better. Anyway, getting back to the exercise, what we're going to do now is part 3. And the nice part about this is that it's the same as part 1. So we're going to start back on low C and just go back down to low F sharp. It's kind of a cool down for the exercise. And to take some of the pressure we may just have added to our faces off again. Okay, so metronome back on. Here we go, part 3. Okay, so that's the entire routine done. Now, there's a number of different ways you can adapt this exercise to work on different things and to keep it interesting for yourself. Obviously, you could adjust the rhythmic pattern, and I'll do this at different times and at different tempos with the subdivisions on any part of the subdivision chain. So that could be quarter notes, eighth notes, eighth triplets, 16th notes, 16th quintuplets, 16th sextuplets, 16th septuplets, or 32nd notes. I think of those 8 subdivisions as being the basic subdivision chain that we should probably learn to deal with. So if you'd like a demonstration of one of the others of those, something a little bit more advanced, then by all means let me know and I'll be happy to record another one. Equally, if there's another sort of exercise that you'd like to have a kind of practice along video for, or something else like that that you're interested in, could be one of my exercises, I guess it could be a classic exercise as well, although we might not be able to put the notes on screen, then by all means just comment below and let me know. My original plan for this particular series of videos was for them to be on YouTube and on IGTV on Instagram. Unfortunately, I can't get the first video to upload to IGTV. The website's just not having it. The load on the internet at large at the moment, with everybody staying at home and using it, and I guess the peculiarities of Instagram's own system, that's not going to happen. So this is just going to be on YouTube for the time being, but I'll keep publicising it over there on the other social networks so you can find these videos. But to make it easiest to find, please do subscribe to me here on YouTube, the Airflow Music NYC channel, and click the notification bell so you're notified when new videos like this come along. Personally, right now, I'm going to go take a break because my chops are kind of fried, and I suggest that you do too. So please stay safe, stay home, wash your hands when you come back in, and after a sensible amount of rest, go practice.